G'day all, I'm Graham Sanders and I live at Townsville, North Queensland. That's where latitude 19 crosses the east coast of Australia. I'm doing a management series on the local species Tetragonula hockingsi and also including in that Tetragonula sapiens. So why am I showing you a photo of my mango tree?
That's because it's the 1st of July 2017 and I think we're into part 12 of our series, the second last one for a 12-month series on the management of our native bees, and we're past the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, and the day lengths are now lengthening, and as a result of those day lengths lengthening, Mother Nature is suddenly kicked into gear. And you saw with the mango tree, out come the blossoms with the lengthening days. So all the mangoes are in flower. And our little babies, they're stirring into activity now with the lengthening days. They feel the urge as well. But what's happened in the last month and what do we do this month? Well, with the stirring, we're going to get ourselves ready for the upcoming spring, or the dry, or the warmth, or whatever you want to call it in the tropics. I don't think it's spring. It's just more of the hot, dry period that's coming. But temperatures, well, last month they've been sitting about 27 to 17, and then we went through a cold snap where it dropped only to 25, 12, 13 minimums, a couple of minimum nights where it got down to 10. And what happens with native bees when we get that little cold snap in the tropics? Well, with sapiens, and there's the sapiens hive over there, they don't do anything, they just close down. But hockingsis may want to sheath up their nest, their brood in particular, to keep it warm. Not a problem in a strong hive. But what do you do to check on things? In a weak hive, and this is a brood lift hive that I've done, so it's probably my weakest hive, and this is what I'm going to check. Sometimes what they do to conserve warmth is they seal off part of the hive. They actually seal it off so they don't have to worry about the volume involved. And this is a fairly weak hive. So you go around to your weaker hives and just make sure they haven't sealed off the honey super in particular. That's important because if they seal it off, they may forget that they've got an extra chamber up there. And they build up numbers during the warmer months, but never fill this up because they've sealed it off. I'm willing to bet that this has been sealed off, as this is one of the weaker hives. So you don't need to do this with the stronger hives, they're just powering on. But for any weaker hives, you do a quick check of your honey super just to make sure it hasn't been sealed off. And that's what we're going to do here now, is just do a quick check. I'll just pull out some tools just in case. I'm pretty confident it's going to be sealed off. They do this routinely. Oh shit, that's just lifted off. Whoa. If it just lifts off like that, that's almost a guaranteed sign they've sealed it off, because there's no sticky resins holding it down. That's just lifted off. So let's have a look. Oh, bloody heavy shit. There we go. As you can see, there's no activity whatever, not even any resins or anything in that at all. Alright, that's as heavy as shit, so I'll just put that up there. Oh, and exactly what I suspected. I'll show you this. Let's see if I can get round here and do this without stuffing things up. Give all the jerkiness and hands over things. Okay, so we've got the nest there, and up the top you've got, if I get back a bit, there's the board, the separator board that keeps the brood down. But look here, you can see a membrane right across there and a membrane right across there. They have actually sealed that up. Sometimes they'll break that open again when the hive gets strong, but many times they'll forget and think that's like the top of the hive, the roof. So there it is. So what do we do? Well, you can drive a screwdriver into it. Whoops. Silly boy. Let's see if I can get this right. There we go. Alright, so you can drive a screwdriver into it and just open it up. But the bees are likely to... Hang on, I'll move that a bit. The bees are likely to just seal that up again. You actually cut it out. So we get a pocket knife. And it will just cut very easily. Look at that. Just whack. 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 There it goes. Falling into the hive. Same here. Whack. Whack. That. So that way the bees can't just seal that up again. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'll have a look inside and just see what it looks like. See whether I got to go any deeper. Oh, I better put the old specs on, I suppose. Nope, all looks fairly good in there. So that hive looks exactly the same as the part 10 hive in my management series. You want to know what that looks like in there? Look up part 10, identical. I'm not going to rip this open just for the sake of ripping it open to show you yet another example of it. I don't need to do that. So we've done that, and that lid goes back on. So let's just put that lid back on and we're done. As you can see there. All right, in the sapiens area, well, my induction is taken. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do another series on inducting, and I'm going to induct into this hive and show you in a speedy form how to do that quickly with this sapiens hive. So basically that's it. Go around to your weaker hives, check out that they haven't sealed them up. Strong hives are okay. You're getting yourself now geared up for the hot, dry period that's coming. Okay, stop. Let's do part 2 for the fun of it, because when I had a closer look, you can see better now the actual layer of brood being wrapped up by its nice little blankie. So see it there, it's all wrapped up with its nice little blankie, ready to go.